Good morning, traders. Sasha here, coming to you live from Delhi, India this morning. It's a crazy day, super hot, and let's get started.
Quick disclaimer that this is just how I see the markets. This is not a recommendation to buy, sell, or hold any securities. We're going to talk about AirCanada and banks in Canada. We have a Royal Bank, TD Bank, Bank of Nova Scotia, National Bank of Canada, and one last one, very interesting to keep on your radar, Sun Life Financial. AirCanada, as I mentioned before, we are looking at the monthly chart here. We are still sitting in the right spot here. If we look at this support level here, rejections here, then we have a resistance, fiddling through it. We have a support again. We are sitting again at that support level here. The bears are still in control, which is totally fine. But I'm going to show you on a lower time frame why am I still looking at this level here for us to jump into the trade and get the move out of here all the way to $28. So what we see on the monthly chart, we still have this boxing here that I marked here that was rejected once right here with this candle here. Unfortunately, this candle did not close as a pin bar as I was expecting it to. That's why I say that we always have to wait. The month is over or the candle is fully closed until we can actually make a decision for it. So now we can see an enlarged picture, which is a weekly chart right now. We can see why I'm still interested in this area here. So take a look. Okay, we had a pin bar here rejecting this area here. We had huge spikes right here, huge spikes right here rejecting this area. Then this is the boxing that I showed you before. If we lower this boxing here on a weekly chart, we can see that it's basically everything contained with this candle here. Okay, this is all on this boxing from 23 to 25. We can see one rejection here. Then we can see bulls coming into play. Let me mark this for you so you can see it. So we had rejection here with this blue candle here. Did not close as a pin bar, but we had support. We had support. This is not a pin bar, so this is not a signal to jump into a play. This was an inside bar here, so it did not give us much opportunity to trade anything in here. Okay, this is only pointing that bulls are located at this area. Okay, then we can see, as I mentioned, the bears are still in control, or sellers are still in control, and they're pushing the price towards this 22.67 area. Now what we had a last move here, because this is how it happens, this is a transfer of power. We have this bulls in control and then nobody in control with this box in here. This is basically nobody's in control at the moment, right? You know, this is a fight between bulls and bears waiting for us to get a signal to jump into a trade. Now we finally had a hopefully last move from the sellers to break this area here. Was not able to do it. We had an inside bar right here. So this is the bar that I'm interested in. This is a bar that's alive right now. I'm hoping by the end of the week that this bar is going to continue on like this and look like this at the end of the week, meaning that bears or sellers are going to try to break the price below this level here, 22.67, and the bulls will be able to push the price back above this level and close the price like this in this kind of a shape. So we get an interesting pin bar to start from and to jump into trade from here. Our first target would be 26 area, and then next second target 28, and the third target would be $31 there, as you can see on the chart. So that's what I'm looking for as far as AirCanada. Hopefully everything finishes at the end of the week. I'm waiting for this candle to show us what's going on there. Moving on to Royal Bank. What you see here, this is basically moving averages. I don't use any indicators usually, but I just want to show you how you can actually use these kind of things to measure the market. So the most important ones that we can see on a chart is this one, red one, 200 EMA, or exponential moving average. EMA stands for exponential moving average. 100, 50, and 25. 25 is usually the one that you would use to jump into trades, or to help you decide if it's a good area to jump into trade. And as you can see here, this purple one, we have a pin bar here, and then we have a nice engulfing bar here. And then as the market rises over there, together with the resistance and support, we can see that this was a very significant area here at 125.18. And I was telling you that I'm waiting for the market to come down here, and guess what happened here? Look at that. Look at this beautiful bounce right off of this area and off of 25 mark, or 25 EMA. And the market is moving on from there. So if you're looking to expand your trading toolbox, basically this is a great thing to have. Maybe a 25 EMA here. This is the 25 EMA. This is a 50 EMA, this is a 100 EMA, and this is a 200. 200 is very important because everybody looks at a 200 when the market dips below. That means it's really in a strong sell mode. When it's above 200, basically it's in a huge buy mode. We can also use it as a trend line, or to tell us where the trend is going. You can see the price, which means these candles are above these moving averages. So that's how we use the moving averages, basically. So price is located above the moving averages, telling us that basically market is in the uptrend fully, and it's respecting it here. You can see the bounce right off the moving average there, and all the support level. So having an extra tool from the toolbox, this 25 EMA is a great tool to have together with the support and resistance area and signals that we're waiting for. So you have a trend, you have an EMA that's right where the price is located at this point of time. We have the support level, so everything's pointing into a bullish direction. And then you have a signal to jump into trade, and then you have your targets, which is the previous highs, and those are the targets for us that we look for. So previous highs, this is a high because that's the highest level that this candle reached, and then that's where we are looking for the market to reach at this point of time, which is about 134 as far as the Royal Bank. So we are very bullish on the Royal Bank at this point of time. Moving on TD, same thing happened here, and I'm looking at the weekly chart here. We can see that all the EMAs are pointing into a right direction, or into a bullish direction at this point of time. We can see the trend is up. Okay, we can see that when the market broke out, it found some kind of a support. It created a support right here, and then it respected it once, and then respected it 3 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4 times, and then we had this beautiful indecision candle, or a doji candle, and then after that you got this beautiful engulfing bar, which took the market all the way to $88. Why is the market stalling there? Well, this is the previous high, and this is the target that was reached at this point of time. Now we have to wait to see what happens in this area. If the market manages to break this area above, I'm expecting for the market to break out, come back, retest this area, and then moves on from there again into positive over there. Or what can happen here, we can develop the upside down hammer or pin bar that could take the market all the way up to here to 86 area, which we can see the market stalled once. It was stalling in that area as well before, and bounce from there. You have another opportunity to maybe buy in from this area, or you might go all the way down here to this 80 area to retest this breakout. This was a breakout here, or 81, 77, one of those two. If we get a signal from here or here, we have another opportunity to buy in. Also matches with the 50 EMA, and we might be able to buy into this market at a better price. So this is a TD. We are moving to Bank of Nova Scotia, and here you can see clearly what was happening on a weekly chart. We had a breakout here from before. Take a look. We had a breakout out of this area here. Okay, and then what happened at that area? We can see that market found a support. This is a support. This pin bar here is a support, and the market came down and retested this area again, bounced off of there, as well as with the 25 EMA, so it's pointing into a right direction, into positive. Okay, and then basically what happened here, we came once, we came twice, so this is becoming a support area, 77.25. And 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks ago, we had this beautiful pin bar here that got us into a trade. And then we had the target here at $80, 81. And why we are targeting that? Well, these are the highs that the market created before. And this is where the market is coming to just at the moment, right? So we have this, again, interesting area to see what's going to happen, if the market is going to bounce from there and continue on into positive, or it might come back again to this 77.25 and retest it again for us to jump into this market. So that's Bank of Nova Scotia. Moving on to BMO. You can see exactly what I'm seeing right here, and this is the market is in a positive or going into a beautiful bullish move. Okay, we also can see that market created this area here. You can see the price here. The reason why I'm marking here is that price came down here. So the price, you can see the body of the candle, that's the price. So we rejected it once. So we had one rejection here, two, the price closed above this area here. We had a move from there, and then the market came down again here to retest it, and retested at 25 EMA, giving you a great opportunity here to jump into trade with this beautiful candle here. So this candle here, right there, that retested this 25 EMA as well as this support area here, and then the market is moving on. Where are we right now? Well, we are at these highs right here, which is 132.49. Market exactly stalled at this area here, so we have to see now what happens. We have a live candle right there. We don't have a breakout yet, but that would be nice to see a breakout, pullback, retest, and then rejection of the level and moving on into a positive. So that's for BMO, or Bank of Montreal. We're looking at National Bank of Canada. We had this high here that was created, and then the market broke out. We had this high here, and then we had this highest high here. Okay, the market broke out of there right now. So what we are expecting the market to do is basically continue on from this area here. Let's take a look if I pull them. So this is the highest point here. We can see the breakout at this point of time. And what we are expecting to do, or what I'm expecting to do, I'm going to switch down to a 4-hour chart. So you can see a clear breakout over there. We can see that clearly the market is in a uptrend. We had a breakout, inside bar, move on. Now, if you didn't take this breakout area and took the trade from there, we can see that the traders are taking the profits right now. We are coming back to this 101.46 area just to retest with this beautiful candle here. You can see this high here. That was the last high that was broken out with this breakout, beautiful breakout right there. And now I'm expecting for the market to come down to this area again and give us some kind of signal. So breakout, pullback, this is exactly what the market is doing right now, and then retest of this area. And if it matches with this EMA as well as this support area here, and we get a signal, we can buy into this market. Now you have to be careful because the market hasn't been in this area in a while. This is the highest point for the National Bank of Canada. So how far can we go? We have to measure for our targets this way. If this becomes that market is coming down to retest this here and bounces off, let's say, with a beautiful signal from here, this would be your first target right there. Okay, so 103 area would be a first target, from 101.46 area to buy in. So that's how you would measure if this becomes actually the market is coming down to retest this. This candle is still live, and can continue on, from to up to here, let's say, and then come down here and retest that area. So we don't speculate live candles. We have to wait until the market is actually, until the candle is fully developed, and then we continue on from there. Last, I want to show you something that's very interesting for me, and keep it on your radar, is Sun Life Financial. The market, what I'm showing you right now, it's on a monthly chart. Very, very interesting. We had this huge 66 area, 6651, pardon me, that was not being able to break out in a very long time. This is quite a lot of months going on with all that, and then we had a few of these wicks going through that area. Take a look. You can see the wicks right there breaking through this area. We can see, obviously, by looking at the moving averages, that market is in the upside. We can also see from left to right the market is positive or bullish. Okay, and then we had this little boxing here. I'm going to show you boxing right there. Okay, so we had a boxing with this candle here. All right, this candle here created a boxing right there. Okay, and then we had this rejection, beautiful entry here if you wanted to trade it, you know, all the way to $67 from 64. And then we had another attempt on a breakout, another attempt on a breakout, and now we have this beautiful breakout happening on the monthly chart, which is amazing, because we are at October 19th at the moment, and we have another 10 days to see how this candle closes. However, this is what you're looking for as far as the breakouts and then continuation from that area here. So something to keep on the radar. I'm gonna switch it down to a weekly chart, and you can see how bullish this is. Okay, the movement is kind of slowing down a little bit. I'm expecting to come down here and retest this area. We'll see at the end of the month what happens with that. But let's say if you were looking into a little trade here, you can see that the market broke out here. It was very strong. Once the top of that candle was broken on a daily chart, we had this beautiful bullish candle rejecting this support area and then moving on. Okay, we came down here. We created this little low. So this is a little low here. Okay, this was a low. So we had this breakout, pull back a little bit on a daily chart. We created this low. We had an inside bar. Okay, and then we had a beautiful rejection with this pin bar here. This is your signal to jump into this trade. We all already know that market is in a bullish move. We have a support area here. We have a encased candle, or basically inside candle here, an inside bar. And then we have this beautiful pin bar, and market just moves on from there once the top of the candle was broken. So from 68 to 69, 50 area around there. And now we are getting these pin bars right there located. So these pin bars are happening at this area here. Beautiful. Okay, so you have 1, 2 rejecting this area here. We have an awesome area to buy in, and continuation of the market from there. So 69.09 is a great area. Looking forward to move on with the Sun Life Financial. I would still like to see development on the monthly chart, and what happens with that candle once those 10 days are over. Then we can move on into another and further analysis with the market. So that's how I see the markets today. I hope everybody's having a great time trading and making money. Good opportunities are showing up on a daily basis, so stick with me, and I'll show you all these ropes and how to evaluate the markets. So thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching my videos, and I will talk to you soon. Thank you. This is Sasha. Peace out.